Hello and welcome to this pro tricks and tips video. Most of these tips are kind of advanced to help you understand the game a little bit better. You will get much better to play the game, use the mechanics and have more fun when you understand more. And remember to watch my beginner 27 pro tips. I will link that down below. Let's go with number 1. In the last video I did circle tips. Now we are doing hexagon tips. So to make a hexagon, use course pit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's really easy. Then you just draw the lines to the corners. There you go. Simple, fast hexagon. And this you can use for many different designs. I will show you after. Okay, this is a carrot field tip and extension of house tip. With a pit size, you use course pit to do this measurement, but I know that a core pit size is a perfect for smallest extensions of a backyard, for example chicken house or shoes. But you can also use it to make better looking carrot farms, for example around this circle. So what you do is you take 2 course pit, you draw a line around it, a road, like so. Then you take one step, then you take it as far as you can, something like that, and you will get a more nicer looking Veggis house plot instead of the normal boring 3 pit size. Because it's a couple of methods that is well known, that you take 6 course pit, do like this, and then you remove 2 of them, I mean 3 of them, and you have this boring stuff like this. This is nice, but it's boring to do this everywhere. It's square, so you can change up and this will work almost the same. Or if you want to do more curvy lines, like so, it's okay. That's also, you know, this is also fine. You don't need to be boring. Okay, so this will be a honey tip, apiary tips, and how to make a nice design. So we did this hexagon design. So we are going to extend in each corner. And we are going to remove the corpse pit in the middle here. We're going to start with honey with the first point. So if you read the tooltips here, this is raw. Every region can sustain up to 2 apiaries by default. Instead, it should say every region each day. The honey is capped on 2 each day. That means it's 365 days in a year. So the cap on honey each year is 730. So you can collect up to 2 honey each day all year. That's the cap. And that means that if you have really good efficiency on the logistic, I think you maybe only need 12 apiaries to get max cap production. You should at least have 12 apiaries, but maybe 30, you're safe. You don't need more than 30 apiaries. So I'm gonna start filling apiaries all around here. Okay, so we are done with the apiaries around. It's 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 20 apiaries, so that should be enough. We're gonna build around the apiaries, because they need to collect the apiaries to reach the maximum to each day. It's for the future planning. Let's see if we can make some fun building here. So this is a little bit also about the honey tips of 2 each day. What you do with the apiaries, go to the people tab and you assign the closest one to that apiary. Then this one is working here. And you turn off the stalls and you put them up a granary. Let's say we want it here. And you should also take off the honey options over here. You can add one there, by the way. So we will have 4 granaries in the middle collecting honey. We're going to have 3 houses on each side in the end, and apple fields around in the end. And all of these houses around is going to be assigned to 1 apiary each. This will be enough for this region the rest of the game. So go inside, take away everything, choose only honey, put 1 people, and upgrade. So this is a kind of a design tip and a market stall tip. So we're gonna change out the design here, because the market is so far away, a small one there, and this is kind of a center. So let's just put the granary on close to the road so you can collect honey fast. We're gonna connect a road around to make it kind of cool. Something like that. And we are connecting a road in the middle. Just bear with me. We need a well here. And we need markets in the middle here. So this will be a really nice looking build. So the markets has unlimited range to stall. They will deliver to the closest house plots first. So they will start deliver to the closest one around, and the one in the end will get the last. So they need to go to the market to get fuel physically, but everything else is teleported to the houses. All goods is carried to the granaries. That's why it's important to have people on the granaries. And it's smart to have granaries close to the market, because they will come to the granaries and then we'll put it to the market, and then it will be teleported to the houses, except fuel. And granaries and storage workers, they carry more, so it's more efficient for production. So those houses furthest from the market will get the requirement last. Another tips, the spoilage. Honey has non-spoilage in the granary. Carrots are low, apples are low. The best thing is to get the food out of the pantry and into the granary as quickly as possible. Because if they stay in the pantry, you lose like 10% of the fish each month. In a large granary, it's much less. So granary and have people in granary is really important. When you have larger fish production, you should have granary only dedicated to fish, like this one that's only dedicated to honey. This is a big area, so I will actually have one only dedicated to honey. And let's put one there. And I will have one only dedicated for all food types. This will also be only honey for the future. Okay, this is a tip for farming. We are coming to that point that we need to get to level 3 to get the next points. So we are going to choose plow, because later we will do bakery, because this is a fertile land. So these need tavern or ale to level up. So I have set up 2 farmhouses. This is for the future. So we are going to have 4 in each house. And for now, this will be only barley. And I have 2 malt houses. I'm going to start with 1, but this is when we do produce a lot. We have 1 tavern. We have 3 houses that will be dedicated to making ale. And we have this granary that will only take barley, malt, and ale. So this is an ale production setup. It's a closed loop, so everything is close and effective. And if you go to the farming tab and choose barley to have best efficiency in farming, you want long, thin roads, because of the ox will go back and forwards. It's more efficient. And 1 worker can handle around 1 Morgan field. So let's try to set it up and let's make farms. I want to have them around 1 Morgan. Okay, 0.8, it's fine. Yeah, we should have the 0.8 also, but let's try with 1 and 0.8. Let's just have one more. We need to put on oxes, of course. This is maybe overkill for only 5 fields, but I have the people now. So maybe we can adjust one less on each. I'm only focused on barley right now, so I'm only gonna choose barley here. Later in the game, the best thing is actually to have a rotation on wheat, barley, and flax. You don't need follow. This will work just fine. But for now, we only need barley. We have good food, so we are going to take barley, follow, barley, and follow barley. And we have 2 extra. Just take whatever you want. And let's just put one there so we don't forget it. And we have one there. This is set up. And we need to choose ale extension here. I'm gonna start with actually 2. And this last one I'm gonna save. So the city is getting along, but now is the next tip. This is the fish. So it's really nice to have the fish in the update. So you have the rich fish, you have the regular fish. If you go to the Fishman hut, you can set the advanced limit. So for a rich fish without any points in the advanced pond keeping, for rich fish, you should set the limit to 373. That's the holy number for rich fish. So this will yield the best result when you're fishing. I'm gonna put up the numbers for each type. So for rich fish and advanced pond keeping, so you can fish in the winter. And it will also double the capacity. This will yield 1,135 fish per year. So remember, go to advanced, put the limit of 585, and you're good to go. And you can see here I have 1 fisherman. The max limit you need is 11. Let's just set it up. 1, 2, 3, 4 huts, for example. Actually have spread around if you like. And let's also have a granary collecting only fish. You should have 11 people all together to fish, because there's only 11 fishing spots. This will be doubled to 1,430 if you have the point in pond keeping. So the fish has really low spoilage, like I said before. Set up a granary, maybe 2, and let them collect the fish fast as possible and turn off the stalls of the huts, so they don't stay in the pantry, because you will lose about 10% spoilage each month if they are in the pantry. Okay, here's another tip. Because of the new patch, some places doesn't have berries. Like when you have fish, you don't have berries, like we have here. But it's not waste to use the forager hut. You can have it just here. And when this is built, you can upgrade, and they will produce herbs. So the sick people in the village will recover more quickly. So you can use this forage hut just to gather herbs. Rich mines, you make a point in charcoal and then deep mining. So if you put up a mine here, you can convert it to deep mining. That means that this will go down to 0. It will never goes empty. But when it goes to 0, it will keep producing. It will do it 50% slower. So what you can do, you can make 3 mines. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pause 2 of them. Then you can counter that 50% slower with extra people if needed. Another tip, salt is really good, especially if you have a rich salt that never runs empty, because it's only require 1 people. So what you do, you put 1 people mining salt, and then you can start trading early. So go to the trade post, export salt. I'm gonna buy root for this one, and I'm gonna order a horse, and I'm gonna put 1 people there in the beginning, and I'm gonna assign this horse when it comes. That way you get early money, almost no effort. Only one building, one people on the mine, and of course you need one people on the trade post. And you don't need to upgrade the mine before it's closer to 0, so you have more enough time to get the city building and get a couple of points. Next tip is sheep. A minimum of 2 sheep are needed to breed, and sheep breeds every 145 days. The number of lambs born per region is capped. It's capped to 2 every 10 days. Basically, you need 30 sheep to hit the max of 2 lambs per 10 days. And we are making sheeps here because we are making sausages and meat. That will be the next tip. Let's make a pasture of around 30, 28, 29, 30. So what do you want to do then? I'm gonna choose to have sheep breeding now. So I can start breeding sheep. I'm gonna put one there. I'm gonna trade, and I'm gonna trade import. I want to start with 4 sheep. You only need 2, but let's just start with 4 to boost. Then you are ready to breed sheep. Okay, let's go to the next tip. This is for sausage, meat, and pigs. So we have the main city. The food here is really good, but I'm missing meat and sausages, especially sausages. That's why I claim this region with salt. The best region for sausages is to have a rich wild animals and a rich salt. I didn't have that here, but that's okay. I can show you anyway. So what do you want to do? You start trading salt. You want to stop that because you're going to use that to make sausages. So let's do that now because we have some money and we can stop trading. I did set up a dedicated storage for salt just to help the salt. I like to do that. Turn off this. These buildings here are going to make meat.
Watch your head there.
And with this perk, advanced skinning, you double the amount of meat produced by hunters, butchers, and animal pen backyard extension. To do this the best way, take sheep breeding, trapping, and advanced skinning. And the first thing you want to do is to get a couple of level tier 2 buildings. And then you choose butchers, at least 2 of them. And then you choose animal pen. And when you have chosen animal pen, you choose pork or pigs. So this will produce meat. So the pigs will give 2 meat every 150 day. And it will be doubled to 4 every 150 day. So this will bring some meat, and you have the hunters. The more hunters you put up, you will get even more passive income of meat. Not a rich wild animal. Maybe 3, 4 will do, and you can have even more with rich animal. And since we have sheep here, you need to set the limit how many sheep you're gonna slaughter. So the pasture have a limit on 30, so let's maybe put it up to 25, and let's have 4, something like that. So we have this one making sausages. This one can also making sausages. This one can make meat. Let's turn off the stall. And this one, we need to upgrade. And the idea of this, that we are going to trade sausage from subscribe city to LasJoss aka Hoot city. So for the pigs you only need level N plot. For the butchers you need level 2 plots. So let's order one donkey, put 1 people there, go to advanced. We want to barter or trade with LasJoss aka Hoot. We are going to send sausages. There you go. And we want shoes, because we are not making shoes. How you scale this, you just need to see how much meat it is. If you're low on meat, you of course should go here and produce more meat. For example. You could also put up a dedicated granary just for sausages. So the butchers will not slaughter before this is full of sheep. And for the sake of it, we are going to turn off meat and sausages here. And we're gonna have a dedicated storage for that without stall, so they don't eat it in this region and only produce and selling it. So let's turn off everything else and have one family here. So now you can play around, test how many houses of pigs you need, how many you need for slaughter sheep, and how many you need to make sausages. It all depends on how much meat you have, basically. Okay, small tips about trading. We could trade salt like we did in the start here, if you have salt. If you have rich clay, you can make clay and then make roof tiles. It's really good money. The problem in the length with roof tiles, if you sell a lot, the market will be oversaturated with too much selling, so the price will drop. But if you have a rich iron in a bloomery, you can make iron slab. You can choose blacksmith in a tier 2 house, level 2. So in a blacksmith you can choose from tools, sidearms, spears, pole arms and iron parts. So you can have 5 different houses making 5 different things. And then you can go to the trader post, go to military. You can sell all of these things and make a lot of money. And the prices will almost never drop because you have a little bit of everything, so you don't flood the market that fast. Combining a rich clay deposit or a rich iron deposit in one region, you can make a lot of money. A spider root for sidearms. You can see you make 8 every time you sell it. The same as roof tiles. So comment down below what you think about these tips and tricks. And also what you think about my city that I built for this video. We can fast go over stats for this city. It's 400 population. One is okay. We have 26 oxes. We have food and fuel for a very long time. I have 1 extra point. I could go rye or charcoal. The food is good. The sausages has not come in yet because I just did it. Yeah, food is good. We have some barley and stuff. We have linen. We have shoes and nail. This is year 13. I kind of like the design with apples around and designing every worker to the closest apiary to get the honey boost. I haven't done that all the way around. So let's say you should go here. So I actually should remove the people first and then go to the houses. Go there, assign you want to go there. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next video. And please watch my other videos. Thank you.